chair of the Alief Super Neighborhood Council. We generally have a candidates forum every year. I hope tonight will be very informative for you. Tonight, our moderator will be H.D. Chambers, who is the superintendent of schools, Alief Schools. But first, I'd like to have Dr. Zachary Hodges.
Introduce yourself and give the reason why you are seeking the office you're seeking.
My name is Alma Allen, and I've been state representative for 8 years now.
My name is MJ Khan. I had the privilege to represent you in Houston City Council.
My name is Gene Wu. I am running for state representative as the Democratic candidate for House District 137.
I'm Diane Williams, and there is so much we can do to make it the best education system in the world.
Hello, I'm Hubert Vo, and my family and I came to the Alief area back in the 1978.
As you know, over the last 3 to 5 years, our state's been in a drought in certain parts of the state. If you're elected, talk to the group a little bit about what your thoughts are on water and how would you address that issue.
I'm so glad that is the first question you're asking, because we do have a real problem. But I want to tackle that problem now instead of leaving it to the future.
We need to make sure from a state level, we need the mandate that all local municipalities and counties have a plan to deal with drought.
Water is becoming a very high priority. Safety and security is always first, but water is a major issue that's going to have to be addressed.
In the Sam subdivision, you could pay water at a certain rate, and across the street from you, your neighbor can pay double on the rate of that water. So it's a big problem. We need to address it.
And purifying it so you can use it to drink or bathe or for your everyday uses. Some of those things are going on now, but in order for them to be developed, we are going to need money, and at the state level, money is low.
First of all, what do you consider to be the single most threat to safety and security in the Alief community or in the area in which you're seeking to represent? And the second part of that question is as a state elected official, what do you believe you can do, or what could you try to do to help resolve that issue?
The worst issue right now is human trafficking. The state has to support what they can, and I can work with communities to fight the crime that's local. Thank you.
You put your money into education. That's a long-term fix, but it is a permanent fix after you've done it.
With the state legislator, I'm so thankful to Hubert Vo and Scott Hogberg and many other, Dr. Allen and other state legislators we work with to form 2 management districts, International Management District and the Greater Sharpstown Management District. They are collecting funds from the business property owners, and some of those funds are used to prevent crime, for crime prevention.
Our biggest issue in law enforcement is that we have a justice system that does not do the job it's supposed to do because we are overloaded. Police don't get to spend the time they need to investigate to make sure that the victims are taken care of.
Working for the last 5 years in State Senator Dan Patrick's legislative office.
I have my doctorate in curriculum and instruction, and the reason why is because I really wanted to reach more students through teacher education.
I am currently the incumbent of that district, and I have served for the past 8 years. I'm a career educator. This is my 28th year.
In terms of building coalitions around either things you do support or positions that others have presented that you do support, how will you approach as being potentially a new member of the state board into building those coalitions?
You know, I think this is an area that I'm pretty excited about because I do know so many of the people in the Capitol. I worked the last session.
I've spent the last 20 years in the classroom and in research and looking at things that work.
You'll find yourself recognizing that on the board you have good relationships.
For your